Hey guys, I'm Mark again. In this video I have an unboxing and hands-on look of the latest Google phone, the Pixel 5 5G. This phone was just announced and is going to be available very soon here in the United States, but they actually sent me this phone so I can try it out and make a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing in this video. So thanks Google, hashtag Team Pixel. And of course, when they announced this phone, they actually announced another phone, which is a little bit bigger, but spec-wise, it's a little bit weaker than this one. It's actually the 4A 5G. Right here, I actually have the 4A, which they sent me a while ago, and it's really damn good. But you know, I just don't like the small screen, but it's really good. It's really good. And they also sent me this case, which is a carbon looking, right? I believe this is like black color fabric case for this phone. Let's go and see it before I unbox it. The phone. There you go. Oh, looks nice. Yes, sir. Looks really nice there. Nice looking fabric color, but I gotta get myself one with kickstand because I'm a huge fan of cases with kickstands, so I'm gonna have to get one of those. So let's go ahead and unbox this, and let's gonna do that. Here you go. The one that they sent me was the Sage. This is sorta Sage. That's what it's called. It looks really cool. Kind of weird looking color because you barely ever see this kind of color on any phone in the market. So if you see somebody with this phone, with this color of phone, obviously they're using the Pixel 5 5G. This is freaking, damn, it looks better in person than in pictures, honestly. Like, see here in the back, it has two dual 12 megapixel cameras with a flash there, right? Pretty cool. It's gonna take this out. Nice. Oh yes. And let's see what's in the inside. We got instruction manual. We got the pin that we're going to use right now because I'm actually going to put my SIM card right now on this phone. Has a charging cord, USB-C to USB-C. And of course, this adapter, just in case you want to, you know, hook this. You need to connect your phone to your laptop or something like that. You have this connection right here. And of course, this right here is, I believe, an 18-watt charging block, right? I believe this is 18 watts. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and put the SIM card. Lately I've been using a lot the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, but right now I really want to try this phone. I'm gonna be using this phone for a little while because I'm doing this unboxing a couple days before the embargo for me to upload this video. So that's cool because I'll be able to finish the video with the second half of the video after using it for more than a couple days. So I can actually share my opinions about the phone with real-time usage. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Oh, look at this. The button right here is actually chrome. I thought the button was going to be like in another different color because normally they release buttons, the buttons like orange or white. But like you see there, the button here is actually chrome. Has the volume button right there. Google, let's go and wait for it to load up. Well, this is loading up. Let's go and see the size comparison between this phone, the 4A, and this one. Wow, you know what? They're almost the same size when it comes to dimension body-wise. And the thing is, this one right here is actually 6 inches, and this I believe is actually 5.8, I think it is. Looking at it next to each other, they almost look the same size. Look at that. 6 inches, and this I believe is 5.8 inches or 5.9, something like that. So, okay, let's go and load this up. It's going to be looking for my network there, but wow. Over here has a little microphone. Of course, like I said, here is the power button, the volume button. Here in the bottom, you got the speakers and no headphone jack, but it has the USB-C port and the speakers there as well. So like I said, I'm unboxing this phone early, so I will start using this phone and putting my applications that I want, doing my setup and all that, using it for a couple days and take pictures and all that, and share my thoughts about the phone in the second half of the video. Okay, so here we are back again with the second half of the video. Keep in mind, the unboxing was actually done Saturday morning, and today I'm actually recording the video on October 14, which is exactly 4 days after the unboxing. And I gotta say, I just enjoy using this phone just like I did enjoy using the 4A and the 4XL. It's a great phone, and the great thing is that if you've been using all the other Pixel phones out there in the market, you're just gonna be very familiarized with this phone, because when it comes to the UI, everything is just identical to all the other Android Google Pixel phone. That's the great thing about Google Pixel phones, that you're gonna get the same experience no matter which phone you pick up, no matter which size of screen you pick up. You're always gonna get a good, awesome experience. And one thing that I was surprised with this phone is that the screen, I actually like it a lot. The screen is actually a 6-inch screen. A lot smaller than I'm used to, because lately I've been using huge phones, right? But the screen is actually 6.0 inch screen, 1080 by 2340. It's flexible OLED, and the cool thing is that this has 90 hertz display screen. So if you go here to the settings, you can actually see that it's actually right there. If you want to disable it, you could just go ahead and disable it if you don't want the 90 hertz. But honestly, I've been enjoying it, having it on all the time. And like you see there, it does increase the battery usage. But the battery usage on this phone has been also really, really great. So for me, I have no complaints whatsoever, because this tiny phone actually has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which is amazing. And I honestly been getting over 13, 14, 15 hours of battery life using this phone. I should have taken a screenshot every freaking day, but I totally forgot. But I actually got around 13 hours, I think it was, of usage, and I still had like 3 hours left. So that was pretty damn good. And that's the same battery life I've been getting every day. And usually every day what I've been doing is unplugging the phone early in the morning when I wake up. I use the Flipboard, I use YouTube, I use Twitter, I use all the accounts, and podcasting. And at night, that's when I charge the phone. So it's been lasting me all day, so I have no complaints whatsoever. So, and the other cool thing about this phone, that it does has fast wireless charging, and it also has battery share, which what it is that you can charge other devices with this phone as well. And this is the first time it actually comes here, and you can actually activate it from the notifications. All you gotta do is press right here, battery share, right? So it's on. And this right here, which is the Pixel Buds, you can actually put it right there, and it'll start charging right away. Look at that, it starts charging right away. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. You could put a phone on it, but honestly, it is well recommended to actually just use it for small devices, which is freaking awesome. That's something really cool about this device. I also like the fingerprint here in the back. It's actually really, really fast. It responses, you know, when I tap and hold, boom, it just opens up the phone really fast. So I really like it that it is fast. It is way faster than other fingerprints that I've used before. So that's something that I've been noticing, and you know, really happy with that. Now, another thing about this phone is that it is not using the high-end CPU. The CPU on this device is actually the Snapdragon 765G, clocked at 2.4 gigahertz and 2.2 gigahertz. And 1.8 gigahertz. It actually has an octa-core processor, and it works really damn good. Playing video games on this device has been no problems whatsoever. Also, navigating around this phone has been very nice, silky and smooth. That's no complaints whatsoever when it comes to opening application and closing applications and playing video games. Like you see on the video, I did play video games from Google Stadia. I played Orc Must Die 3, which is really cool, a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. I also played on the Xbox application. I played, I think it was Doom Eternal. It looks incredible, and it plays really good here on the Pixel 5. And I also played on Android mobile games like Asphalt Racing, and I also played like the Genshin Impact, which looks incredible on this phone, which is one of the most hottest game. And this game did not budge or have any glitch whatsoever when it comes to playing those games, because it played those games very, very smooth. And I was actually surprised because, like I said, this is not using the high-end processor. It's using the 765 instead of the 855, which is the latest processor on Android devices. But but the thing is, since this is using pure Android, it's like it doesn't matter what CPU it has. It doesn't matter what CPU it has. It is always is nice and smooth, because like I said, I've been using this also as well, which is cheaper than this phone. And I believe this processor right here is also weaker than this one. I think this is like 755, I think it is. And it still feels very nice, silky smooth navigating around with this phone, so for me it doesn't really matter the processor, because since it has pure Android, it's always going to be very, very nice and smooth. This is 5.8 and this is 6.0, and the body, it's almost the same. The body size is almost the same. The only difference here is that the screen goes a lot more to the edges, making it a 6.0, but body wise they're almost the same. Now I have over here the Pixel 4 XL, which I really, really like, because it uses the front radars to unlock your phone. And look how different size it actually looks. Look at that. Looks pretty good, pretty big difference there. I like both colors. This is sort of green, this is kind of orange, I think it is. I forgot the name of it, but the size different, you can actually notice it a lot. This right here is actually a 6.3 and this is 6.0. And you see there, the only huge difference here is that the Pixel 4 XL has a huge hump in the top and a little bit more hump in the bottom, and that's it, but other than that, body wise, you can see that there's a huge difference between these two phones. Since this is using Android 11, the cool thing is that you're always going to get at least support for at least 3 years. That's the great thing about Android Google Pixel phones. And that's great, because out of the box you get Android 11, and whenever the next update comes out, you're going to get it here first. From Android 11, the cool updates that I like about this phone is that when you press and hold over here the home button, you get like this hub right here, which is awesome. You can see your card that you have with Google Pay. You can see it right there, and you can go ahead and pay right away like that. You can also have a little hub here where you can actually turn on or off all the lights that are in your house. Like you see there, I am turning on the lights that are in my house. I got lights in the backyard. I got my bedroom speakers. I can actually control my bedroom speakers here. This is from my Google Nest Mini. And I can also go to my Android, to my Google Chromecast, and see wallpaper. It's running on it right now, and I can personalize my ambient. I could go ahead and cast to the screen on the TV, and it's really damn cool. That's a very awesome update that came out with Android 11. So if you have Android 11 on a Pixel phone, you will have that feature no matter which one do you have. The other cool thing that I like about it is how you take screenshots now. Like for example, let's say I'm here on YouTube, right? And I want to take a screenshot of this right here, right? I could just click right there, click like that, click edit right here, and I could just go ahead and crop the image right there. I could go ahead and write on it, and then I could go ahead and save it to my folders. And that's it. That's really damn cool. That's something that's added new to the Pixel Android 11 features. That's really damn cool. The other cool thing here that I like is recording, screen recording. Just tap right there, and right here you can actually choose recording videos with the microphone, or record videos using just the audio of the application. Here you can see that if you want to see the touches on the screen, you could choose that. If you don't want to see the touches on the screen, you could just turn it off. But the cool thing about this is that you just hit start. Like you see that there's a time that clock right there, and you could just start using the phone here and there, move around and all that. If you're doing like recording a video game, you could do that. If you're doing like an overview on an application, you can also use it for that as well. And you're not gonna have any problems recording, and it records very damn smooth. no problem whatsoever. When you're done recording, you could just tap right there, boom, and it'll just stop recording and save the video to your video file, and that's it. That's how easy it is to actually record here on this phone. This phone also has 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. So far, like you see right there, I've been using 43.50 gigabytes, and I still have a whole bunch of gigabytes still left. So that is awesome, you know, because since it doesn't have no external micro SD slot, so it's good that it actually starts at 128 gigabytes, and there's no other option. That's 128 and that's it. There's no other option for lower or higher. Now, when it comes to the cameras, that's something that I couldn't test again because, like I said, I'm working from Monday through Friday, and I've been busy during the week, so I haven't been able to take a lot of pictures outside, but I did take pictures inside in my home, and I can see here there's a lot of pictures that I took with it, and actually looks beautiful. This camera on this phone just takes great, beautiful pictures. On the back, it has two cameras. One is a 12.2 megapixel dual pixel. The other one is a 16 megapixel ultra wide optical, and it records at 1080p, 60 frames, 30 frames, 120, 240 frames per second, and 4K at 60 and 30 frames per second. So it's great that it has 60 frames per second 4K with this phone. That's awesome. The front camera, it has an 8.0 megapixel camera, and it's really damn good as well. It has a very nice focus, especially when you do portrait pictures. Very nice. And of course, it records video at 1080p, 30 frames per second. And I can see here on the images, I did take a lot of pictures here and there, and I have no complaints whatsoever. And a lot of these pictures that you see here on this video were taken in low light. You know, all these pictures on in the restaurant and at home taken on the figures was actually in low light, and it still took great picture, and the colors are nice and popping just like I like it. Just like a lot of high-end phone, this phone is IP68 water and dust resistant, and it comes in 2 colors. So if you don't like this one right here, it comes in black. It's called just black. But I like when Google releases color like this, which are weird, because I like the way it actually looks. It looks very unique, and you know, same thing with this one right here. I actually liked it because it's just unique. You see somebody with this color phone, it's no other than the Pixel 4 XL. You see somebody with this color phone, it's no other than somebody with the Pixel 5. And that is awesome. I really like it. So for me, I have no complaints whatsoever. I really enjoy that, the fact that no matter what phone or Pixel phone you get, with what specs, low specs, high specs, it always runs really damn smooth. And that's one thing that I really like about Pixel phones, that it doesn't matter what specs inside. Since it's running pure Android, it's always going to be running nice and smooth. And that has been the same experience that I've had using all the other Pixel phones. So a lot of times when somebody from iOS or an iPhone tells me, hey, I want to get an Android phone, which phone should I get? Or even Android users, some people that have old Android phones, they ask me which Android phone should I get. I always recommend a Pixel phone, because when you go to a Pixel phone, it just feels so smooth, and everything, you know, the UI, it's like made perfectly, you know, for it to work perfectly smooth on the Pixel phones. So everything, all the features, everything works nice and smooth, no matter the size, no matter the specs of the phone. And for me, it's really hard not to recommend a Pixel phone, because it's, for me, in my opinion, if you go to Android for the first time, the best experience is going to be on a Pixel phone. Even though, yes, I like Samsung phones, but for me, you know, Pixel phones, when it comes to updates, when it comes to experience, you can't beat. So yeah, that's my opinions about this phone. In my opinion, for $699, not a bad price. But of course, you know, I don't know if Pixel, if Google's actually going to be releasing another phone later on in the future, which is, it's a little bit bigger if you don't like the size of it. But you know, so far I've been liking it, and if you're looking for a nice Android 6.0 screen phone, which an awesome, nice, smooth experience, I don't think you're gonna you know, I don't think you're gonna regret getting this phone. So Thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.